Hello everyone! So I am back from TFcon Toronto 2022. And I must say that this was one of my favorite TFcons ever! Maybe even better than TFcon LA, which was already pretty amazing. And the people that I have to thank for it first are you, my amazing fans! I was so happy to be able to meet some of you at the show this past weekend. It's so great to hear how much you love my channel. And actually getting to meet some of you in person really helped boost my confidence. Seriously, I almost did this video on camera, but I'm not quite there yet. Maybe by TFcon Toronto 2023. In fact, I was even thinking of doing a panel next year. Maybe one about being queer in the Transformers community. I've already asked Emperor Kumquat, and he's interested in joining me. So who knows? Maybe if we can get a queer special guest or two, like Sue Blue or May Cat, maybe we can make it a reality. But that's a long ways off. But yes, thank you to everyone who came to TFcon Toronto and either met me directly or grabbed a pin and a sticker from my friend Mel. I was so worried that no one would show up or be interested in my stuff, but we nearly sold out of all the merch we had. There's a few of each left, but we'll probably bring those to TFcon Chicago, along with a bunch of more new ones. So if you're going to TFcon Chicago, and you would like some Ultra Primal merch, let me know so we can get an idea of how many to make. Again, thank you all. I'd give each of you a shout out, but I don't know if you want me to say your name on YouTube. So I'll just say thank you very much for coming to say hi and supporting me and my channel. The next person that I want to mention is my friend Hell, who did the script reading prequel comic for me. In years past, TFcon had done a physical comic/program. They stopped doing those a few years back, but since this was the 20th anniversary, I put it upon myself to bring it back for this year. I decided to release it online rather than printing it because, everybody has the internet, right? Why waste all that money and paper? Gotta save the planet. Well, I certainly wish that I did make physical copies of the comic, and include some of the usual things like the event schedule and stuff like that, because, as you may know, during the Friday and Saturday of TFcon, all of Canada lost internet access. Or at least Rogers customers did, which unfortunately the hotel was one of, as were many of the staff and attendees. The problems of having an oligopoly. Fortunately, we were able to make do, but yeah, it would have been really handy to have those comics/programs there. Plus, you could have gotten them signed by me, Hell, and Phil, who wrote the comic and script reading story, because we were all there in attendance. But oh well. But yes, Hell did an amazing job on the comic. I can't thank her enough. Everyone who's seen it has told me how much they love it. It really makes me want to move forward in finally putting out my own Ultra Primal comics. And it was great to finally meet her in person for the first time. It was her first TFcon, and I think she really enjoyed it. I hope to see her back again in the future. Next, I'd like to give a shout out to some of my other YouTuber friends, starting with Emperor Kumquat. This was their second TFcon ever after being at the special winter one last year. There was also Cuppa JJ. It was wonderful meeting her for the first time in person. Be sure to check out her channel where she does some really cute animations. I especially love her Shattered Glass Starscream and Jetfire music video. Aww, I don't want to spoil it for you. Just go and watch it. Like, seriously, pause this video, watch her video, and then come back. It's just amazing. I also met TFI Creations. He is really talented. I watched his panel, and he does some really cool work. Great special effects. Definitely check out his channel as well.
Even if you're filming a little fan film with a phone or just an iPad, as long as you're telling a story and you're creating something, it doesn't matter what you're using.
I wanted to meet that toy guy, but unfortunately we missed each other. Hopefully at the next show. That's the thing about these TFcons. You can go into it with an idea in your head, but there's always something crazy that throws your plans into chaos. Usually in a good way. But yeah, TFcon is a lot of fun. Definitely go to one if you can. Now, as for TFcon Toronto 2022 itself, well, let's start off in the order that I can best recall. I got there on Thursday afternoon, dropped my stuff off in the room, and then met up with some of the old TFcon regulars to go and see the new Thor movie. The movie was great. Not as queer as I was hoping, but still pretty good. After that, I grabbed some of the stuff from a deal that I made before the convention. That's where I got my Android 18, Millennium Puzzle, and Doctor Who Blu-rays. Yes, as it may surprise you, I am a fan of Dragon Ball, Yu-Gi-Oh!, and Doctor Who. Some of those I'm more into than others. I mean, just look at this thick stack of Doctor Who Blu-rays that I got. This is my Doctor right here. David Tennant and Matt Smith eras? Love 'em! Allons-y! Then, on Friday, we had our big internet outage. Luckily, some of the staff had phones that weren't Roger's, so we were able to make it through registration fairly easily. But that's not till later. Before that, I grabbed some pictures of the customizing class. Then I went out with some of the staff to have some breakfast. We were going to go to Tim Hortons, but they were super busy. So we decided to try Wendy's breakfast instead. It was pretty good. I really liked the hash browns. They tasted like Arby's curly fries. Wait, you guys don't care what I had for breakfast? Anyways, after that, I went out with some other staff to grab supplies, like drinks and snacks for the weekend. And we stopped by a popular craft store to grab some pin backs for Mel's Pins. To my surprise, they had internet there. It was super slow, but it was still internet. That's where I tweeted out the prequel comic. I think that's why the pages were kind of messed up at the bottom. Something must have happened due to the laggy internet, because that's not how the originals look. So, like I said, Friday was registration, and then a few panels, and then the charity auction, which is always very hectic, but also very fun. I am happy to say that we managed to raise over $10,000, which is the average amount that it takes to grant a wish for a terminally ill child. So, thanks to everyone who contributed, we will be able to help one child's wish come true, whether that's going to Disney World or what have you. After that, it was just parts parties, where I was chatting with my buddy Protoman, and he had some interesting ideas for me when it comes to setting up my Patreon and stuff like that. So look forward to me finally kicking off my Patreon and YouTube memberships very soon. Saturday was pretty much a blur, running around doing stuff for the con. I did manage to meet up with some of my fellow TF tubers and my friend Hel, as I mentioned before. It was great chatting with them, but I really wish we had time to all sit down and hang out together. Oh well, maybe next year. Sunday was more of the same, but more tired. And that was basically it for TFcon. Now for some highlights of this year's event. The script reading was a lot of fun. Everyone seemed to have a good time there. Paul Davids, one of the writers on G1, had brought some actual film reels from the episode Cosmic Rust that he had cut up. And you could buy an actual piece of the original G1 cartoon. So that was pretty cool. This is the one that I got. Okay, so while editing, I was trying to find the exact scene or frames where these actual frames are from in the episode Cosmic Rust, because all these little strips are from the episode Cosmic Rust, which Paul Davids worked on, and I cannot find it. It seems to be this scene right here, and we can see Optimus and Ironhide in front of the Statue of Liberty, but we do not see the reporter lady that was interviewing Percy. It just, for some reason, quickly cuts to Optimus looking, and then the reporter lady runs up. We do not actually see her run up in the wide shot. So I think what I actually have here is kind of like a deleted scene or alternate cut kind of thing. So that's pretty cool. So I would encourage anybody who picked up one of these scenes from Paul Davids at TFcon Toronto to try and find your scene in the actual episode itself. You may also have a deleted scene as well. So that was a pretty cool find. There's always been this piano in the hallway between the panel room and the dealer room. And on Sunday morning, special guest and 86 movie composer Vince DiCola decided to treat us to a little impromptu concert before the con had officially opened for the day. Stay tuned to the end of the video for more. And of course, as I mentioned, my biggest highlight of the show was meeting some of you, my adorable fans. So yeah, it was a great TFcon. Sorry I can't think of any more specific things to talk about. Like I said, most of the weekend is a blur. And one more I do remember, well, you know what they say, what happens at TFcon stays at TFcon. Alright, so I guess I better talk about my haul. First, there was the board sale stuff that I got. That would be the SH Figuarts Android 18, the Doctor Who Blu-rays, and the Yu-Gi-Oh! Millennium Puzzle model kit. I stopped collecting DBZ stuff a long time ago, but I had to get 18 because I love her character and her outfit. Who knows? Maybe one day I'll be able to cosplay as her, or at least pull off that cute skirt and leggings combo. I've actually already got the jean vest. Yes, I am a big Doctor Who fan, but I never owned any of it on physical media before.
What? What?
And now I own the best ones. And for a real steal, too. I can't wait to rip these, reference these in future videos. And the Millennium Puzzle, who knows, maybe I'll build it in a future stream. I keep saying that I want to do some live streams, and I do have a bunch of model kits to build, so yeah, maybe sometime soon. Of course, I also got a bunch of lovely wood pins from my friend Mel. Pterosaur with his beautiful lips that could give Overlord a run for his money. An alphanumeric reboot game sprite pin. The special TFcon pin for this event, which is only given out to staff and volunteers. And, my own cute little pin. Which, again, apparently people really enjoyed, and we nearly sold out. I'll have to think of what to do for TFcon Chicago. Again, let me know if you're planning to go to that one in October, so we can get an idea of what's feasible. At the charity auction, I won the custom Slipstream figure that TFcon regular General Techno made. I felt bad winning it because there was another girl who seemed to really want it. I even met her walking from the hotel rooms later on, and I would have given it to her, but she had already commissioned Techno to make another one for her. But yeah, I always try to win at least one thing of interest at the charity auction. Gotta help the kids. I also contributed a Legacy Prime RC to the auction, which ended up getting bundled in an RC 3-pack with her Kingdom and Cyberverse selves. I wish I could have contributed more, but I was running short on time and didn't have a chance to look through my bins. Maybe for next year. I also picked up a Takara Transmetal Megatron from my buddy Protoman. This version is free of the dreaded brown plastic syndrome, which is a good thing because later that night, I got in pretty late and ended up knocking him off the table with my bag. Oops. Luckily, he is none the worse for wear. I also got my buddy Protoman's exclusive, the Fami Convoy Not Bot figure. I got the blue one. And of course, I picked up some of the big TFcon exclusives. I got the Shattered Glass repaint of Mastermind Creations, IDW, Orion Pax, or Optimus Prime, or whatever he's supposed to be. And I got the special translucent orange versions of Deathsaurus' Breastmaster partners. There's a lot of jokes that I could make about this pair, but I don't think they're safe for YouTube. Or at least they're not PG enough to say on my YouTube channel. I also got this adorable little Pride Paw keychain from my friend Hal. Aww, it's so cute. I love it. Thank you, Hal. And finally, we have the biggest thing that I got at the con, my very own Blaha. Yes, because apparently you can't be a trans girl without owning your own Blaha. At least that's what the memes I see online say. Special thanks to Stacy, one of the TFcon staff members, for gifting me this adorable plush IKEA shark. It's so soft and cuddly. I slept with it the entire TFcon weekend, and now it lives at the foot of my bed at home, because my bed at home is very small. Seriously, I'm considering getting a larger bed just so I can cuddle with my Blaha. I'm still trying to decide on a gender for it, but I'm leaning towards her being a girl. And of course, there's the name. It'd be fun to find a way to work in a trans pun into a Transformers shark name, but I don't think that there's any that could work. Let me know if you think of one. So yeah, that was TFcon Toronto 2022, the big 20th anniversary. And I am very much looking forward to TFcon Chicago this coming October. Before, the main thing I was looking forward to was getting to have some of that delicious, authentic, deep dish Chicago-style pizza that they have there. But after this past weekend, now the thing that I'm most looking forward to is meeting more of you, my wonderful fans. Again, meeting some of you in person really helped boost my confidence. So, once again, thank you to all of you who came out and met me. I cannot wait for the next TFCon.